Good morning. So today I'm going to continue with the review and analysis of the book Mastery. So last time we started off with the three things that you can learn from, or like the three things that define the phase of apprenticeship and how we can go through the ideal apprenticeship. So as we said last time, the apprenticeship is mostly about learning your skill and being really good at it. The very first phase, the very first logical phase to achieve mastery is that of learning the skill in the first place that you are going to become the master of. And the three steps that we delined last time from the book Mastery, they were like the deep observation, the first step. You learn about the skills that you're about to learn from the people who are masters at it by looking at them. The second step is by acquiring the skill through continuous practice, which is like the most difficult step. The third step, which is slightly more difficult, is that you need to get out of your comfort zone and start experimenting and getting feedback. And a lot of people, as mentioned in the book, and as I myself have noticed in a lot of times in my life, it's very hard for you to get out of your comfort zone that you acquire so hard through that continuous practice. You just like start following this template that kind of works for you at that period of time. So you get comfortable and complacent in the same time. So you don't really reach your full potential. So it's very important for you to reach that experimentation phase as soon as possible. So after this chapter, this section in the book, the author approaches the reader with 8 different strategies on how to complete the perfect apprenticeship. So these are just kind of tools, a number of tools and strategies that will help us to keep on growing and keep improving ourselves during this apprenticeship phase. So again, as I mentioned last video, the apprenticeship phase is not something that happens once in a lifetime. It's a continuous process as you continue to challenge yourself and expanding your skills. So today, I'm just going to go through the first 4. And as presented by the author, they are called the following. So the first strategy is to value learning over money. The second one is to keep expanding your horizon. The third one is to revert to a feeling of inferiority. And the fourth one is to trust the process. And of course, there's like 4 more that I'm going to discuss tomorrow. But for today, I'm going to start with these 4, since I'm trying to keep these videos as short and nice as possible. Okay, so the first one, value learning over money. This one was very difficult for me to kind of ingrain in my mind, since for myself, my opinion is you need money to survive, especially in my case where as an immigrant in the United States, you don't have much of a support system, so money is the primary tool for me to be able to be independent and to safeguard my existence in this country, in this society, or in this environment I'm living at. So for me, when it comes to money, it's like the primary resource that I need to acquire. So whatever skill, whatever career I need to choose, it is a career and a skill that will allow me to acquire more financial capital. But then again, I was reading and rereading this section, and I came to learn something, is that it's not necessarily about, the author does not necessarily talk about follow your passion and money will follow. It's mostly about make sure that you get your financial situation right. I also saw a different video by Patrick B. David. If you don't follow him on Twitter or on YouTube, he has this channel called Valuetainment. I think he makes some great videos over there. he mentioned this story of himself, like when he just got out from the army. And when he discussed financial success with some millionaire in Los Angeles, I mean, it's not like it matters, but the story goes this way pretty much. So Pete David asks the gentleman, like, how do you get rich? How do you get rich? How do you get rich? And the gentleman just tells him, do you ever ask yourself, how do I get like more air? And Pete David, I mean, anyone would answer the logical way by saying that, no, I don't even ask myself, like, how do I get some more air? And the millionaire gentleman or the rich person just saying, like, yeah, because you have like so much of it that you don't really care anymore. So the same goes with money. Like once you have so much of it, you don't really care. Like how do you get like more money? So in this case, it kind of resonated in my mind by just having your financial situation in order. That will help you to kind of focus on the stuff that will help you to improve yourself by continuously investing in yourself. That's what the learning process is all about. It's about investing in your being, on your skills, in yourself, so that you keep on growing and ever changing and ever learning and ever growing, like pretty much as a person, as a professional, so that you reach your level of mastery that you are seeking. So just like continuously being in that cycle of learning and practicing your skills, seeking feedback, and repeating the whole process will allow you to keep on growing. And that's how you leverage your skill capital to become even more richer. If you really want to focus on the financial capital as myself. And I think that's a pretty valuable perspective to have in general. Just keep focusing on investing in yourself. So the second one, as he was discussing in the book, is to keep on expanding your horizons. And the way I look at it is that instead of being like constantly whine about your situation, but like I have this problem here, I have this problem there, I have this problem over here. Try to find the resources, the tools, and anything that is within your reach that you can use in order to solve your problems. It might, like the way I express it over right now, might not relate to the name of the title of this section right here on keep on expanding your horizons, but you have to realize something. You need to expand your reach. You need to expand your horizons. You need to expand the resources that you have available to you in order to be able to achieve whatever targets or whatever goals you want to achieve. So never expect handovers. Don't ever expect that a tree will walk up to you and then like hand you the apple. Or it's like you're gonna sit under a tree and just like wait for the apple to hit you in your face. Like a certain guy called Newton. Excuse me. You need to take advantage of the situation where you're at. Use the resources that you have, use the tools that you have, use the networks that you have, and then expand them. You need to keep on continuously scaling your whole network, your whole resources up, and keep on growing them so that you keep on growing yourself as a person, so you can achieve the mastery that you want to achieve. By getting connected with the people who have the skills that you're looking after, you can get on learning new skills. So like, for example, the internet in this day and age is like the greatest tool to achieve this kind of potential, so that you can connect with people that are like probably like thousands of miles away from you, and they can connect you with other people that are like further away who can teach you new stuff that probably in a different age you would not have been able to learn otherwise. And I think like even like in the previous ages, like in the Middle Ages or before that, like trading was the greatest determinator in the success of nations, and even to this day. And it's also because of the money that is acquired or the resources that you acquired through trading, but a lot of times you have this exchange of ideas that happens in the borders. and this learning of new skills, of new ideas. That's what's contributed to the success of some of the greatest empires that happen to be great at trading, like China or England, the Arab or Islamic empires that happened in the Middle Ages, the Portuguese in Spain. Like most of these empires or great dynasties that are renowned during in the human history, they shared the common denominator of having a lot of traders, of great traders. They were like great at trade, and during the whole process, they had to acquire new knowledge from foreign societies that made them learn from learn this new information and become even greater in the future. Okay, moving on. So the third item in the list is to revert to a feeling of inferiority. I think the best person to express this idea, it was from the book, Nassim Taleb's book, Anti-Fragile. If you haven't read the book, I highly recommend it. And there was like one statement over there: you need to learn how to deadlift. And again, the takeaway here is not that deadlifting would solve all your problems, but the process of deadlifting would help you to realize new things, to realize that being fragile, you should not avoid your weaknesses, but a lot of times you need to expose your weaknesses in order to become even stronger in the future. Because if you don't know what you're weak at, or if you keep on avoiding the weakness, and if you keep on seeking being comfortable at all times, that you will lose like a lot of potential in growing up as a person, in being stronger as a person, in being more competent as a person, because you were not able to consolidate that weakness into a strength. And also like one of the things that was mentioned in the book as well is that one of the reasons, or one of the main possible reasons why human beings tend to grow much faster at a higher velocity during the early ages, during their early stages of their life, is because during that stage, from 0 to say 25 or 30, a lot of people are in a very fragile situation. They are exposed to an environment that can kill them at any time. So human beings, through evolution, they have this ability to adapt really fast when they're exposed to a foreign environment that is possibly could come to their detriment, meaning that it could kill them or could put them into a non-advantageous situation. So by putting yourself into this fragile situation in a hostile environment, you are pushing your body, you're pushing your being as a human being, you're pushing your existence to keep on consolidating itself, or keep on learning, keep on reinforcing itself, to keep on growing in order to become much stronger and to become like more efficient in that environment. So it will help you to achieve greater levels of skills or mastery in that situation. And also, like one of the things that was expressed in the book, or not directly expressed, is that like a lot of people, or from my notes as well, like a lot of people, they hit a plateau a certain period of time when during their quest of achieving mastery. And a lot of times that plateau is caused because you are being comfortable again. You are being very comfortable about where you're at when it comes to your skills and to your mastery level. So that level of comfort just prevents you from moving up. That's why you hit the plateau. So you need to seek new challenges so that you keep on growing. So yeah, if you're interested in the topic, I think Anti-Fragile by Nassim Taleb is a really good book that you can read. And I mean, any book from Nassim Taleb, it's highly recommended. And last item I'm going to discuss today is to trust the process. What I mean by that, or what I think the author meant by that, and That's something I think I mentioned also in different videos, uh, at least one video before. Uh, when you when you have to approach a problem, when you have to face a problem, you need to have a plan. You need to strategize for it. And especially when it comes to learning a new skill, if you don't have a plan on how to learn a new skill, you will not be able to learn that skill. And it's not because you're stupid or you're incompetent, but because you most likely did not establish contracts with yourself. So a lot of times you feel frustrated, you feel inconvenienced, you feel lazy, and you will just give up. So if you don't have a process in place, a contract with your own self, it's going to become much easier for you to cheat on yourself without realizing that you are cheating on yourself. So a lot of times, what you need, that's what I know a lot of people, like a big problem, a lot of people who make goals, is that they make a goal. That's great. That's the first step. I want to learn a new skill, or I want to become this type of person. You establish trajectory, but you never establish the logistical means for you to go through that trajectory, or like how to go from A to B to your target. And that can be like very detrimental in your growth as a person in order to achieve your mastery level, or the mastery level that you're seeking, if you're seeking the mastery level in that skill. So have an action plan. It's very important. That will help you to stay focused and help you stay motivated. And just if you say to yourself that I will do 30 minutes like every day for myself, my goal is to do at least 5 minutes, 5-minute long videos talking about some sort of topic that I'm trying to do. Like at least I said, like at the very beginning, I'm going to do it like every day, but I realize every day is a bit too much. So I'm going to do at least 5 days a week. And then if I have like 6 or 7 days, that's good. I'm going to aim for that, but at least my contract with myself is to discuss a topic every day on video 5 times a week. And that's like for myself, it's just to improve my communication skills, my presentation skills, and eventually I would like even to improve my video presentation skills by having much better edited videos in the future. So yeah, have a plan, have a strategy, and have an established path that you can follow, that you can keep on repeating every day, so that you can achieve your mastery level. So this is it for today. My videos are getting longer and longer by the day. But if you're watching this, I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching this video. And until tomorrow, bye-bye.